Hello YouTube, Al here, and the day is nigh. So, here is my Les Paul. This is my Epiphone Les Paul Standard. It's 2003 or 4 or something like that. Serial number starts with S02. It's Korean, it's got a real maple cap, it's nice. If you see my previous video, you'll see that this has got Irongear Rolling Mill pickups in it, and there's something about them that isn't quite doing what I want them to do. So, I managed to get hold of this. So this is a Duncan designed 59. I just removed, by the way, the logo, which was here. You might be able to see in certain lights it's scratched up, but I just used some emery cloth, really like much finer than sandpaper, just to take it off. And now from a distance you can't see the logo, or you can't see the scratches where it was. So I've got the Duncan designed 59, and I wanted a bridge pickup to go with it. So I contacted Willie Green at Zombiedust pickup saying, here's my dilemma, I've got this neck pickup and I want a bridge pickup that would kind of match it, if you see what I'm getting at. And he was able to wind me a custom made vegan, you know, copper, all that crap. No, he made me a PEF pickup that should go with the neck pickup really well, but it's a bridge one, obviously. It's still 4-conductor, like, interestingly, the Duncan designed one is. The Duncan design is Asian-made Seymour Duncan pickups. Seymour Duncan jobbed them out to Asia to make them, and then these come stock in mid-level guitars. So, the Duncan design ones are 4Y, which means they're coil splittable, and the USA Duncans aren't. So I kind of wanted a 4 pickup thingy. So he made me a 4 pickup one, and I wanted it double cream because it would look so cool. It looks so cool. So, I mean, if you just imagine the Les Paul, and it looks nice in that, I think it looks really cool, but, oh yeah, if I just go, oh, that's what I'm talking about, oh yeah, bit of uncovered action, too hot for TV, you know. So these rolling mills are about 9.3K and about 8.5K, it says on the website. So they're relatively high output for PAFs. So they're not high output, but you know what I mean. They're a bit muscular. These 59 style pickups, because they're neither a Duncan 59, so you know what I mean. These should be more airy, more open, and more dynamic, i.e. less output, so less compressed. So today we're going to swap them in, and if you see my last video, you'll see that I've had the arse off this guitar because of all the silly core splits of stuff going on inside, and I traced out the diagram, and then I looked in the back of the guitar and I saw what wire was what, and I used the colour conversion to go, okay, in here the green wire goes here, so the green wire for Irongear is red for Seymour Duncan, and I labelled it on here red. Just follow me? So I went through like that, so I can see the pickups, and you can see where the wires are going, and I've labelled them colour-wise. So, this is Duncan colours, Willie said, because it makes it easier for me to match it with this Duncan designed, which is the same as Seymour Duncan USA colours. So, enough of my yakking. I'm going to go through my JCM 602 2x12 combo, the same combo I used on the last Les Paul Tone Quest video. I ain't touched the settings. The bass is on 0, the treble is on 100%, and the mids is smidge after 12 o'clock. So, let's see how this thing sounds, and then I'll swap the pickups in. I'm not going to bother filming myself do that because I've just explained how I'm going to do it. And these things seem to take a hell of a lot longer when you've got to think about filming and talking on camera rather than just doing the bloody thing. I will try and keep these strings new, so I will try and slacken them off, and then take the tailpiece out, and then I can take the pickups out, or maybe I'll just slacken the strings off. But anyway, I'll try and keep these strings, so it'll be the old strings versus the old strings again, because if I pop new strings on it, that would probably account for a lot of high-end and stuff like that. So, enough of my yakking. Let's see how this thing sounds through the JCM 600. Some clean stuff, and then some dirty stuff, and then I'll swap the pickups, and we'll be back. So, here's the sound test. Okay, here we go. So I'm going straight into the JCM 602, which is here. Off standby. Clean channel, so let's start with the neck pickup. Pickups now. Bridge now on its own. Neck again. Middle. Bridge. So let's go on to the dirty. Everything's still on 10. I'm not going to touch the control because that's not fair. So let's go to the bridge and then back to the neck. Both pickups. Neck. So there you go. That's the Rolling Mills. Let's put the Duncan-esque, let's put the 59-esque pickups in, and we'll see how they sound. So I'll see you in a bit. So you eagle-eyed viewers will notice that it's the next day. My clothes are different. My hair's different. The plugs in my arms and head are gone. So here it is with the new pickups in, the Zombiedust in the bridge and the Duncan Design 59 in the neck. So everything went perfectly fine. My diagram was perfectly fine, except for I got a bit mixed up with the colours on the Zombiedust, and I ended up swapping out. It was the green wire and the black wire. So I did have the green and the green and the bare, which is the ground wire, going to ground. And when I coil split it, it was the inner coil, not the outer coil. And when I was in the middle position, everything was out of phase until I pull the phase switch, at which point they went in phase, and I was like, I see what's going on. So I just had to know which was to swap around. I fired off a quick message to Willie Green, and not a problem, within like a few minutes he actually replied to me. It was really quick, and I got it sorted, and it sounds fantastic. So again, my method of having a look at the wiring scheme in your guitar as is, seeing where the pickups are connected, drawing it out, and then using the colour conversion chart, looking at pickup colours and the conversion chart to label what the new colours will be on the new pickups. That did work, and it did save a lot of hassle. It was a bit annoying doing the pickup swap because I thought for a few minutes, have I soldered this up? All my solder joints seem okay, but have I followed it correctly? I did, it was fine. It was just me getting confused about the conversion. So I think this guitar looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm really pleased with the sound. So one thing I have to mention is, because the pickup was out of phase, it felt a little bit quieter to me. So when I tried to first film the second part this yesterday, I turned the clean up a tiny bit, just to make them a bit level. So that's it, really. That's all I've got to mention. Apart from that, it's going to be a straight A/B test. I have not balanced these pickups out height-wise. It sounded great when I gave it a quick test yesterday. It was quite late at night, but I did get them all working. So enough of my yakking. It all works now. Let's see how it sounds. I've turned the clean channel down from around 2 o'clock to around 11. I think that's where it was yesterday. Everything's on 10. Let's go through some basic chords. Middle position. Neck. Old strings. position. Neck. Right, let's go to the gain. Bloody hell, I haven't changed the settings since like, I have not touched anything except the clean volume since yesterday. God damn, that's loud. Middle. Bloody hell. Let's turn the overdrive reverb down. Yeah, it was getting a bit silly. Neck. Middle again. That was the bridge. Neck. Yes. Let's do the woman tone thing. These strings are really old and they don't want to stay in tune, but I am a hell of a lot happier with this than I was before. The pickups feel like they breathe a lot more. There's a lot more girth to them. There's less piercing top end because the rolling mills are really, really sizzly in the top end and they felt more compressed. These feel less compressed. I don't know. Yeah, they feel less compressed, but they break up really. I'm stealing Ola's thing today, but they break up really nicely. I have to say, it's a testament to Zombiedust pickups and Willie Green's work that this bridge works so well, because I just said I've got a Duncan Design 59 neck. I'm thinking about using it in a Les Paul or semi-hollow. Can you do me a bridge pickup that will complement it well in double cream? And he went, yeah. So I mean, I am so happy with this. Personally, I feel like the pickups are a little bit less muddy now. That might be the covers on the rolling mill, to be fair. But the lower output, I feel, also adds to the clarity. And even though you get less treble from these, I'm sure you get like top high-end treble. You get less of that with these than you do with the rolling mill. But I definitely prefer these. These are less strident, but it means that the amp or the pedals is doing the work, the pickup isn't doing the work. If the pickup does the work too much, you can't really come back from it. So, there you have it. Sounds pretty good to me. So, there you have it. That's a look at the new pickups in my Les Paul. My Epiphone Les Paul. I am definitely a lot more happy with this than I was with the rolling mills. There's nothing wrong with the Irongears. There was nothing terrible about them. They just simply did not suit this guitar at all. What I wanted for this was kind of an open, airy path thing. I wanted something where it growls, but it growls in an open way. It doesn't sort of close down and compress too much. And I feel like the rolling mills, because they're described as a modern PAF, I think that's it. It's because they're higher output, they compress a bit more, and it's not really for me. I'm a lot happier with this. I really like the neck pickup. This really reminds me of the Seymour Duncan 59 I had in the neck of a White Flying V a few years ago, and I missed that guitar. This neck pickup really does remind me of that, so I really can't knock the Duncan design compared to the 59, the real Duncans, the USA ones. I really can't fault this pickup on its own. And the Zombiedust, oh my days. It really sings the song. I get the same feel compression-wise in both of them, in gain structure, in EQ. I mean, I think that's a real testament to Willie Green's attention to detail, because this guitar looks fantastic in the double cream, and now it also sounds great. I'm a lot happy with this. I feel like before I was kind of thinking, is it the guitar? You know, I mean, maybe it's just not that good of a guitar. That's what I was thinking with the Charvel until I swapped the pickup, and then I realised, oh, the pickup didn't suit it at all. But I think it was the Irongears weren't what I wanted, not for this. They were too modern. They were a halfway house. Personally, if I was going to go for a modern Les Paul sound, I would pick Seymour Duncan JB or the Distortion if you wanted something even a little bit more scooped, a little bit higher output. I might go for something like the 498T and the 490R Gibson, because I've got this in my LPJ and I love those pickups. Those are fantastic pickups. That's the sort of thing I would go for if I wanted a higher output Les Paul, or, you know, PAF-ish sort of humbucking sound. This, I am so pleased with it. It's come out so much better than I really thought. I was a bit skeptical as to whether it would save it or not, but I thought it's got to be worth a try. And I'm absolutely so happy with this. It plays really nice. It did take a bit of setting up because these old bloody strings didn't want to cooperate, and as I laid the guitar on its face, the thumb wheels here would basically turn on their own and the action went down. So I had to set it up again, which is a bit annoying. And again, the strings are really old and they don't quite want to stay in tune, but I didn't want to put new strings on it because then it would not be a fair test at all. But yeah, I am way happier with this than I was before. It's got a lot more detail and clarity to the note. I love the lack of compression. It adds to the clarity. I'm way happy with this. So thanks for watching. You can give me a like or subscribe if you feel like it. You can leave any questions or comments down in the comment section. I'm pointing towards the floor, but you know in YouTube land what I mean, unless they move the comment section again. This is just a early 2000s Epiphone Les Paul. It's nothing fancy. It's just a Marshall JTM 602. Nothing fancy. I did add a heatsink, so you can find that video if you need to add a heatsink. Thanks for watching. I'm so much happier with this than I was before. So much happier. I've got some jazz gigs coming up, and before this, I don't think this would have done it. It was too strident, too aggressive. Now I feel like I could take this to a jazz gig and kill it, and then I could take it to a rock gig and I could kill it. So I'm a lot happy with this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Until then, bye.